We are at the scene of a horrific murder. We have been told that a sculpture has been made after the victims, and we understand that the murderer has a history of making sculptures fusing flesh and machine, and we've arrived at the crime scene. Welcome back to the Tales of the Neon Sea. Last episode there was a lot of lore dropped on us. We were reading a board full of old case notes detailing the histories of a murder or serial murder case that took place 13 years ago. We believe that the killer has come back and has made more killings. We're about to investigate the crime scene. This could be potentially horrific because some of the details of the crimes were really nasty. Let's see what we can find out. Okay, this is Carl. I will repeat this one last time. We will take serious action if you continue to block our way. Huh? Since when have the police been interested in the Underbridge affairs? This is a very important case. Please get out of the way before things get out of control. Are you threatening me? Let's see what we can do about this. Wait, there's no need for violence. Why don't you just let me in? Rex, thank God you've arrived. Who the hell are you? This is none of your... Boss, these police officers aren't giving up. Should we... What? Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. The boss said this detective can come in, as long as he sticks close to our escort. You have 48 hours to crack the case. If you can't identify the murderer by then, well, the boss says it's past time old debts got settled. Rex, no. Don't worry about me, Royd. I've been waiting for this chance for years. These crazy gangs are becoming bolder by the day. Tell me about it. Brazenly interrupting the police's job like that. What would people say if the news got out? The Underbridge district is quite sensitive right now. I don't like it, but we'll have to send Rex in solo to investigate. You can't be serious. A private detective instead of the police? That's completely unacceptable. Wasn't Carl the one we spoke to earlier who was just a complete idiot? Who didn't want to listen to what we were saying and completely missed the murder scene in the previous crime that we were investigating? I think it was. Rex is one of us now, and it's not the time to argue. We need to get ready to break in if things go wrong. Yes, sir. Okay, well, let's go for it. Oh, looky here. The special detective swaggers in to save the day. Well, shall we get going? Should I head into the Underbridge now? Well, sure, what else are you going to do? Let's go. Take me to the crime scene and keep the sarcasm to yourself, Circuit Brain. Oh, there we go. There's the sculpture. Wow. That freak sculpture is right over there. You're free to look around, but don't do anything stupid. We're watching you. Thanks for your kind words of support. Stay out of the way while I'm investigating, and do not disturb the crime scene. If you want, we can trade insults all day. I have a memory bank full of them, or you can stop whining and do your job. Let's do it. So many materials used. Is this robot? Brank? Poor sod. Ah, so we've been looking for Brank for a while. He was one of the ones that had gone missing. I guess we found him. Turns out Brank does have an implanted device in his head, so it seems Noah must be the one controlling robots. Okay, let's investigate. Am I hallucinating again? Yeah, so every time we've looked at one of these implants, it seems to have triggered some kind of hallucination. Hello, Detective. It's so nice to see you again. Please follow me. I have prepared something fabulous for you. Okay, show me. Don't think I'm going to like it though. Oh, this has got creepy, isn't it? What is this? Don't keep me waiting, Detective. Waiting for what? Strange, I hallucinate whenever I touch the implanted devices. but I only started to have hallucinations after I received the first package from Noah. How did he find out where I lived? Has Noah been spying on me all these years? The hallucinations are becoming more and more clear, which can't be a good sign. If I ever come across another device, I need to be much more cautious. Okay, hallucination or implanted memories. An hallucination of Noah triggers after touching the implant device. This one is more stable and clear than ever before. Am I being subjected to these on purpose? Maybe he's got something implanted in his brain or something. Let's go and have a look at this clown head up here. See what that's all about. A weird clown mask is hanging here. I recognise this mask. It's crime scene evidence from the AED Board of Directors murder case, one of the worst of Noah's crimes. If I remember correctly, 40 people on a cruise ship were killed. Yeah, that was one of the cases that we read about in the last episode. Bunny puppet, poster, mask, 3 pieces of evidence from 3 of Noah's cases. I wonder what else will be waiting for me ahead. Okay, let's go and have a look. Go back and finish your job, Grandad. Or do you need to borrow my glasses to improve your eyesight? Okay, well what else is that? Oh, what was that? Oh, clues and deduction. You have entered a crime scene. Carefully investigate every detail, as it could be the key to solving the case. Switch to the investigation view to find more traces at the scene. When you find all these traces, they will combine to important clues and help you build a final conclusion. Okay, so we haven't done this for a while. We need to look around. There we go, there's one. So we'll go around and find these, see what kind of things we can find. So I would have thought there'd been something on these rings here, but something else there. See if we can find anything else. So this is like a ritual circle. It's been placed up with the candles. Okay, so let's switch to the investigation view. See what else we can find out. There's probably something on these rings. There must be something to do with these. I assume that's some sort of ring. It's not showing up anything else, is it? There we go, there's something. We'll check these out in a moment. Oh. There's got to be more. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's have a look at what we found so far. The powdery deposits show sign of volatilization of the robot supplement, and the robotic supplementary fluid that has coagulated. So let's just combine those. So there are coagulated sediments on several parts of the supplementary fluid, which is similar to the Branks case. This suggests they were a result of the same method. Okay, and then over here we have, there was a bloody footprint near the summoning ceremony set up. With no patterns, the owner must have worn shoe covers. And the unpatterned footprints destroy the integrity of the summoning circle. So let's combine those. So the footprints destroyed the integrity of the summoning circle. This suggests they didn't really care about the ceremony. So combining those, the murderer imitated the old serial murder case crime scene with patience, but he wasn't careful enough on details and wasn't serious on the ceremony either. So is this a copycat? It's set up to look like some sort of ritual. The murderer wanted to create a false worship site, but the footprints reveal his carelessness and lack of respect. This is nothing but a cover. Okay, do we have everything needed? What is this? Oh, no, more stuff here. There are some light impressions which indicate that something in the shape of a square was recently moved here, like some kind of box. Drag marks extend all the way to the elevator. I should follow them. Oh nice, we've got more to investigate. Okay, let's see if we can follow them upstairs. Or up the elevator. Oh yeah, we can see little marks on the ground there. Hmm. So here's the box. The shape of this box matches the mark below. Does that mean the murderer moved the bodies inside these cargo boxes? I should check the cargo passage. The last record was from yesterday afternoon, but the murderer couldn't have delivered the bodies at that time. Human corpses suggest they were killed last night. But wait, there's an encrypted file here. Okay, if I navigate the system correctly, I should be able to move the key to the target, and I can bypass the encryption and read the data. Okay. Oh, okay, I understand what we need to do. No, cancel that. What do I want to do? I want to... No, trying to figure out the controls here. Okay, there we go. So if I want to get that in the lock, I think I need to move this one. Okay. Oh god. Pushing the wrong buttons here. Okay. And then this one. Is that right? Ah, no, okay. What I could do is move this one down. Okay, I'm going to use the mouse. I can't use the controls here. And then we can move this down. Yeah, it's much easier with the mouse. So that moves it to there. So now we want to move these ones over this way. So we want to get that... If I move this up... Ah, okay, that's not going to work. I move... Let's move that across. Move that to there. So this time we can move up to there. We're going to need to move this one out, I think. Move that across to there. Yeah, here we go. Into there, to there, and into the lock. There we go. Okay, the goods must have been delivered from the other hubs by the murderer, so I should check those out. Okay, so the time of the crime was likely between 2 and 5 AM yesterday. The murderer used the unique logistics lines and standardized container boxes to minimize the risk of being caught. Okay, let's go have a look then. Nothing over there. The murderer used the curtain to cover the sculpture so no one would see him while he was putting the bodies together. Let's see what clues can be found on the curtain. Here we go. Wait, there's something behind the console. Let's have a look. Oh, he has set a timer to lift the curtain at 8 AM today. He chose rush hour to reveal the sculpture to the public. For a moment I thought that was going to be a bomb or something. Okay, let's investigate this curtain. It looks like the murderer used this curtain to cover up the crime scene, ready for its big reveal. Is that all we get? And that's just the timer. Alright. Is there anything else we're missing? There should be more clues. Don't leave before completing the investigation. Okay. Oh, okay. We haven't actually inspected the thing yet. Right, let's do it. Should be a bunch of things on here. There's a lot to look at. This is vile. Look at that. We'll just quick little look over everything. Oh, There's something. And then we'll check out all the things in a moment. Then we can switch over to the other view. Ooh, there's something there. And something there. Okay, so we have something we can combine. Let's go and have a look at these clues we've got so far. So upgraded not long ago with the latest mechanical look that came out last month. A slotted alloy plate design used in the last machine generation, probably from a mid-age robot. So we'll combine those. So judging from the variety of parts used, the murderer seems quite random in the selection of targets. It's not an easy task to collect this many robots, so there must have been multiple victims. Okay. So let's switch over to investigation view and see what we can see here. It's like using a black light or something. Alright, so there's something that goes there. Something else we can combine. There's something here. The other one, there's nothing there this time. Oh, that's something. Okay, I think maybe we need like one more, maybe? Something there. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at these clues and combine them. So a face made from a dead human and robot. The techniques are not quite as sophisticated as those of the cases 13 years ago. So this could well be a copycat, which would explain why the killer's been gone for 13 years. The torso skin is sewed onto a robot chest. The sewing skill is of high level, but the result is still unpleasant. The bones have been joined with a high degree of care, but the method used to connect torn muscle and tissue seems a bit hurried. So let's combine these things. So the sewing of the joints and wounds seems a bit unstable. Is the murderer unpracticed after such a long break? That is a possibility. I'm still going with the potential copycat killing though. Some kind of fungus, which may be a result of long-term exposure to a dark and damp environment, and some rust can be seen on the metal part. So apart from the rust on the robots, a kind of fungus can be seen on them too. This must be the result of long-time exposure to a dark and damp environment, which is very different from the previous sculpture cases. So these old victims maybe? The haze in the cornea suggests the time of death to be between 6 and 12 hours ago. The liver mortis doesn't disappear under pressure, which indicates the time of death to be between 4 to 10 hours ago. So from the look of this body, the time of death is before midnight, and it was not mutilated at the scene, different to the old cases. So let's combine all these things together. Although this looks strikingly similar to the older sculpture cases, the selection of materials and fine details of the work are different to those of the old murderer. Interesting, the robot parts are from different years. But the human parts were quite fresh, less than a day old. The victims were probably all murdered last night. While everything looks similar to the previous cases, the lack of attention to detail surprises me. Has the murderer lost his skills, or is this actually a different individual? I hadn't considered we might be dealing with a copycat. Yeah, so that's what I think. There's got to be more clues here, and the presence of Brank's head is concerning. I'd better dig deeper. Crime scene has mostly been figured out, but I'm still missing some key links. There are many traces of the same coagulated liquid from yesterday, so I'll need to ask Charles about it. Okay. So this is the gear section. Again, have we got enough though, collecting clues? Or do we need more? I'm wondering. Okay, let's have a little sort of look and see. See if we can get these things to fit. Okay, let's just, yeah, we'll remove that one for the moment because that didn't seem to fit anywhere. Let's get this one. And then this one. Yeah, okay. Let's just get out of here in case there's more to investigate. So he's not going to let me through. And then I finished the investigation. It's important that you allow me to ask some questions to the workshop over there. Ugh, whatever, be quick. I'll be waiting outside. Yeah, so this is what we need to do. Probably to get the last pieces of the one more cog maybe. I didn't expect you guys to be here. Where's Charles? Grandpa, he's gone missing. Oh no, missing? What do you mean? Follow me and I'll explain. Robin, stay here and keep an eye out for any gang members. Yeah, that's a cool job. Leave it to me. The coffee cup has been tipped over. Charles seems to have left in a hurry. Grandpa keeps the gun box hidden under his pillow. I checked it and it is empty. He must have taken the gun with him. If he armed himself, then he must have had some idea about where he was going. Could it be related to the nanofluid research from yesterday? Grandpa stayed up quite late last night. I was too tired, so I went to bed before him. I could tell something was wrong, but I didn't ask. I assumed he was worried about his research. I see. I should take a closer look at what he was doing. The report is in Grandpa's computer. Take a look yourself. Okay, let's have a look here. Research progress into the mechanism and implementation of nano-robots by Dr. Edward Amber. Summary. A statement of the research progress into operational mechanism and activity maintenance of nanorobots. This is an introduction to the current research situation of the technology's physical performance, operation mechanism and implementation. Okay, an essay published in Naturally by Doc Edward, which talks about nanorobots implementation. Okay. It's the computer. Okay. So nanorobot liquid cluster. Research time 21st of October 2140. Research description. The functional product was made of molecules of different nanolengths, highly dangerous hacker hardware. Research result. Nanorobots have no effect on human beings so far, but they are able to change the nerve tree structure in electronic brains. The logic simulation experiment found that they could build an illegal interface through which they could influence a robot's thinking from outside. Side effects. It can cause a highly intense and instant coagulation of the supplementary fluid, which will revert to normal after a while, depending on the amount of fluid. The nanorobots that fail to enter electronic brains before they run out of power will form sediments. These nanobots can break through the defenses of an electronic brain. If that's true, what? But that can't happen. If this is correct, then people would go crazy. Nobody would trust robots ever again. So we have two ways in which the nanofluid is connected to today's crime scene. Brank was full of the stuff, and there's residue under the statue too. But let's take one step at a time. Gather the evidence, then fit it together. Okay, there we go. Thanks to Charles' research, it's now possible to claim that the robots at the crime scene were being controlled by this nanofluid, and the murderer knows all about it. Okay, it looks like I now have all of the pieces. Yeah, one more thing. Let's move to it. Let's reset the gears. Okay, yeah. I wanted to reset. There we go. So let's have a look. See where we can put these things in here. Let's let me just find a gear that will connect with the opening one. So that one will in either one of these top two positions. Okay. Let me just check something, just in case one of these other ones. I wonder if I can just use this. This might be a bit easier. So that doesn't go in anywhere. And that doesn't. Okay, so this one definitely has to go here, but it could go in one of two places. So let's start off with this one. So let's try this one. That could fit there. That's not going to fit. No. Hold to move the gears out. I must say the controls of this game are a little bit fiddly at times. That's not going to work. That isn't going to work either. So let's move these out. So this, I think it maybe doesn't go there. Let's try another one. So that's not going to connect. Hold on. Let's get rid of that one and just see. So this one doesn't connect. And this one, that one does. So that isn't going to connect to anything up there. Okay, that does connect to this middle one here, possibly. Let's see. That can go there, and then this one here. That looks like that might work. No, come on, put it there. Oh, there we go. Nice. So the murderer made use of the special logistics hubs in Underbridge and used the standard shipping containers to transport the materials. After that, he used the curtains to cover the sculpture. But of course we don't know who this guy was. So he's using the... Okay, although the murderer tried very hard to imitate the previous MO, details weren't copied perfectly. The murderer set up a timing device on the hook control station after he finished the sculpture, then left the scene. From the evidence in the workshop, Charles left the workshop after this and has been missing since. The timing device went off in the morning and the curtain was raised, revealing the sculpture to the public and causing quite a shock. The sculpture in the square must have been done by someone under Noah's instruction, or someone with knowledge of his previous crimes. From the residue left behind on the square, today's murder and yesterday's investigation are linked. Charles may have guessed the identity of the murderer by analysing the condensate before he disappeared, but why would he go out in the middle of the night with a gun? Where did he go? Apart from us, the only one who knew we were going to analyse the residue was Doc Edward. When he heard about the explosion yesterday, he was really shocked. We should go see him next. As a matter of fact, we've already tried to reach Dr. Edward today. Ah, perfect, you're all still here. Nanko, you're back already? Did the gang get tough with you? Ha, Nanko doesn't get caught, but sadly there wasn't much I could do. The gang has locked the clinic down. I don't know the exact connection between the Doctor and Grandpa's disappearance, but I can no longer state that there isn't one. Tell Uncle Rex the results of our investigation. Yesterday we searched the site of the explosion very carefully, but everything was ruined. The gang sealed off the area right after we left. And today there was no sign of the good doctor at his clinic. The whole area was swarming with thugs. So Doc Edward and Charles both go missing at the same time. This can't be a simple coincidence. We can't carry out an inspection of the clinic if the gangs are already in residence, so let's focus on the logistics hubs instead. If we start there, we might find where the sculpture materials came from. But we don't know if the clues are red herrings or not. Trust me, if this is who I think it is, then it's all part of his fun. Keep a watch on the clinic for now. I'll go check out the logistics hubs. Who are you talking about? You're not saying that the one behind all this is Noah? Looks like you're pretty well informed. Whoever it is, I'll make this nutcase pay for what he's done. So kids, I need your help to distract the guard outside. Any ideas how to do it? Leave that to me. You? Nanko and Robin can distract the guard using Grandpa's imitation device, and I'll get you to the logistics hub. Wait, what? I didn't agree to this. You talk about kicking gangster butt every day. Now's your chance. Sure, but what have I got to help this loser? Oh? Okay, but only because Charles needs my help. I guess this is it. Let's get ready to move out. Oh, okay, so he's pretending to be me with some imitation device, distracting the guard, and then we've gone in the opposite direction. Good play. Follow the delivery tubes and you should be able to find the next logistics hub. The gangs are on high alert today, so you need to be extra careful. Take this. It's a location positioning badge Grandpa and I designed together. He should be wearing his badge right now. When two badges get close enough, they send out a signal that gets stronger as the badges grow closer. Good luck. I hope you can find Grandpa. Now I've got to get back to rob him. He's such a bull-headed dimwit, he's probably mouthing off to a guard pretending to be you this instant. Ah, he's keeping up my reputation then. Be careful, Lola, those gangs won't give you special treatment just because you're a child. Cool, okay, abandoned trail. Let's just check out the little new things that we've got here. So we have the report on the nanofluid. Basically just what we read already, I think maybe. The functional product was made of molecules of different nanolengths. It's a highly dangerous hacker hardware. Nanorobots have no effect on human beings so far, but they're able to change the nerve tree structures in electronic brains. Yeah, this is basically what we read already. Yep. And we have... So Noah is the name that's been haunting Starlight City Police Station and even the entire federal police force. Before we appeared, there hadn't been any unsolved cases in Starlight, but the police have been having a lot of trouble ever since. He's like a ghost and never leaves behind any clue about who he is. The police can't even make any conclusion on Noah's gender. His work is well known, especially the work of the singing girl in front of the city hall. The police had to establish the special mission squad in the shortest time to deal with Noah. He seems to have no certain standard in the choice of his victim in terms of nationality, age, gender, ethnicity, occupation and experience. He has committed crime in 4 time zones but has never crossed south of the equator. As the crimes look like the work of a song, Noah quite popular among the fanatics of the Rover Church and is even regarded as the messenger of God by some. In 2127, when the revolutionists began their terrorist attacks, Noah's name had been forgotten by most people, and no one's heard anything from him since. The reason for Noah's disappearance is unclear, but the special investigator Wilcock, who had had several encounters with him, firmly believes that Noah is still alive and will make a reappearance at some point. Okay, we have our little friend. Gen 6 version, the standard weapon for the police force since 2117, retired in 2137 when the police equipment was updated. 45 GAP bullets, innovated sleeve and reduced trigger pull force at 3.5 pounds, added muzzle brake and laser indicator. To use on robots, the bullets are replaced with armor-piercing incendiary rounds and the load is made larger. The barrel uses alloy and composite materials. Okay, I think that's pretty much all we have. So we investigate the next logistic hub. Well, that I think I will do in the next episode. I sense we're getting closer to the end of this game, so we may be getting near to the end in the next episode. 1 or 2 more, I would guess, but I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know. It's ramping up a little bit now. Getting quite excited to see how this concludes. Hopefully you'll come back and view the end of the game over the next couple of days, however long it takes to finish it. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you are too. I will see you then. Goodbye.